Oh my God, that's right at it. What's up guys, back again today with a brand new video, and this is going to be a totally different video than anything that's been on the channel so far. I'm out here by myself at the moment. Fluffy's meeting me here in about a half hour, but I wanted to come out and get some one-on-one time with the camera, just work on some things. I haven't disc golfed by myself in a while, and I've never disc golfed by myself with the camera at an actual course. The only videos I've shot alone have been at the house. So this is something I've wanted to do for a while, and getting the tripod now makes things a lot easier. First, I hopped down the trail starting on hole 11. Just a dead straight par 3, and in this video I want to just talk about my future plans for the channel, my personal future plans in disc golf, tournaments, things I want to work on, etc. And just throw a couple discs and tell you guys what's going on in my head these days, because a lot has changed recently. Alright, I've had this disc for a little bit, but I just threw it in the bag officially because Tyler got one as well, and he's been loving it. So I'm gonna be throwing, you know, the handy dandy P1 as always, and I'll be trying the new Proxy as well. First two throws of the day. Let's see what we got. So right away, the main difference, the main thing that I wanted to work on when we were gone, which I've talked about it a few times, is the reach back. Because before I used to like have my arm bent like this and just kind of be like very snappy and would get some decent distance, but I knew there was a lot more in the tank. So now I'm trying to get far back. Sometimes I do it very good, sometimes it's like 95%, but it's a lot better than it was, and we're working on it every day. Felt good. First throw of the day. Alright, I threw Tyler's one time and it went literally dead straight. So I think his is different plastic though, but got a feeling it's gonna be pretty understable. Oh, I actually really like that flight. It was diving a little bit right the whole time, so we can definitely work with that. Definitely glad I got that in the bag, at least for now. Be throwing it around. That's another thing I really want to dial in, is my disc selection and like the discs that I'm actually bagging, because I feel like I have a lot of discs that do kind of the same thing. I'm trying to work on it as we go. I'm watching a whole bunch of videos. I'm throwing discs as much as I can, learning what they do, and trying not to bag discs that do too much of the same things, but we'll get it dialed in. Definitely not upset with this P1 shot, the first throw of the day. Parked for a nice 30. Nice feel good start to the day. It's beautiful out here. I might have wore one too many layers. Alright, second hole, hole 11 out here at Davis Forest. It's a hyzer kind of the whole way, and I always throw the zone, and I feel like I throw it with a little too much height and it hyzers out a little too soon, and then I leave myself with like a 25 footer. So I'm going to be throwing the zone, try and keep it a little flat for a little longer, and I'm also going to be throwing the P1 and just see what works out better. See that? It's kind of the issue that I always do with that disc. I give it a little too much height and it just hyzers out too soon for me. So we'll try the old trusty P1. Dang it, I flipped it. Alright, one more. That's why you always keep two P1s. Alright, we might not find a solution to this hole today. Alright, I'm gonna try this. The Hawk. Out of the pack that my brother got me for my birthday. I don't throw it often, so don't expect much. Hang on. I almost just aced it. Alright, we might have found a solution. We might have found a solution, folks. Alright, I know it doesn't look like it, But the weather the past 2 or 3 days has actually been brutal. It actually snowed a pretty decent amount, and then the next day it rained all day, and it's been beautiful ever since. So it melted all the snow, thankfully. But it's been a couple days since I played, been a couple days since I threw some plastic. But honestly, pretty glad how that one turned out. So that might be my play the next few times you guys see us play this course, and just see if it's consistent. Yeah, that feels pretty good. So my future plans for the channel, and my future plans for my personal disc golf aspirations, we'll call them. So we're right about 5 months into disc golf, and as soon as I started, I could tell that I was gonna want to compete. Like very early on, I was talking about doing tournaments this coming summer, which is coming up very shortly. But at this point in my life, I just started coaching high school baseball for the second year. I just started up a couple days ago, so that's for about a month and a half, 2 months. And during that time, I'm literally just going to be grinding. And if I find any local small tournaments during that time that fit the schedule, maybe I'll work them in. But 100% come the summer, we'll call it June, I will be playing in my first solo tournament. And I also intend on doing doubles tournaments, a lot just for fun and obviously to be competitive as well, with a whole bunch of different people, doing with Fluff, doing with Jesse, Jeff, all these guys that I've met, Payne, maybe Max, like all these people that I've been meeting through disc golf. They've all been really cool people and really talented at the game, in everybody in their own different way. Everybody plays differently, but the vibe is just amazing. The people you meet in this sport, super cool. It's one of the things I like about it the most, for sure. But I'm excited to get all these people on the channel, start getting competitive, start doing fun challenges with everybody. But yeah, so small breakdown is June. I intend on entering tournaments 100%. Small local tournaments, whatever I could find, really. Doubles tournaments, anything. Well, let's go to the next hole. There's a lot of things that I want to keep working on, obviously, and two of my main focuses, actually we'll call it 3 of my main focuses, are the turnover backhand. I want to, like, when I get it good, it's really good, but a lot of the time I won't turn over enough, and it'll turn a little and then just die out left. So I want to get really consistent with my turnovers. I want to work on the forehand a bit, and obviously just always be working on putting, because that's something that I haven't been doing really at all. But now that the weather's hopefully getting nice and staying nice, putting is going to be a lot easier, especially in the backyard. Well, let's throw a couple of turnovers. I'm going to do one with the Avenger, and I'm going to try one with the Rock 3. I don't know if people do that, but we'll try it. Alright, that's kind of what we need right there, folks. I can't lie. That was pretty good. Keep turning. Alright, that was decent. That was decent. We'll call it decent. Pretty happy with those, though. Just got to get the consistency. I'm excited to get some field work now that the weather's getting nicer, but very happy with where this Avenger ended up. That turnover, for some reason, just feels like more consistent in a lot of ways. Or not more consistent, but like my brain tells me to do that more nowadays than a forehand. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but I want to get my forehand and my turnover both good, and then see how we feel at shots. So, see if we can sink this. Oh, goodness. Cut that. Alright, hole 14. This is going to be the last hole of the video. And then I'm going to head back up top and meet up with Fluffy, because he has been interested in working on his form. He's been asking a whole bunch of questions. That's another thing I'm super excited for. And it'll definitely be on the channel, is me working with Tyler, working with Jesse. That's another story, Jesse. There's a whole lot going on with that man. Hopefully he comes back soon, but Jesse actually broke his big toe being Jackie Chan and all that, doing some karate. He kicked some dude's knee. Next thing you know, Jesse's got a broken toe, can't even walk. So Jesse will be back hopefully within the next week or two, even if he has to come out and just do standstill and make it work. It'd be cool to have him back on the channel, but very excited to be working with the boys, get them doing all this good stuff. But I'm going to be trying the P1 here again and the Proxy again. See how this flies. Second or whatever. I think second time trying. This hole is hard. Alright, I don't hate that. I gave that a little bit too much air, but I think it still worked out. It just died out a little bit left. But hey, we can work with it. Alright, we got a tester in every sense of the word back there, so let's see if we can make one of these P1s, baby. Oh. Proxy putt. I hit both sides of the chain. Alright, but that's gonna do it today for this little video. I just wanted to give this a little tester, let you guys know, give you a little update, because I was gone for a couple of weeks, we were gone for a couple of weeks, but a whole lot has changed, and I haven't stopped thinking about the channel and progressing it forward and moves of the future. One of the reasons I stopped honestly making content for a bit is just because I felt like things were getting a little bit repetitive, which is the last thing I want on the channel. Like, I don't want it to just be me and Fluff going to the same course every time, doing the same challenges. Like, I want to be driving around now that the weather's nice. In the winter it was tough, and that's when we started the channel, that's when we started playing. But now that the weather's getting nice, I want to get out to different courses a lot. I want to be playing with different people. I want to be doing competitive things, fun things, disc reviews, trying to expand my bag, and just a whole bunch of things. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what you thought of this style of video. Just out here by myself, talking to the camera, letting you know what's going on. But I had a lot of fun. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back with plenty more content. Peace.